Welcome to Social Work Updates. In this video, we are going to talk about the theories of social group work. Social group work is a type of social work that is premised on the notion of man as a social animal who is growing exponentially as a person through significant interaction with others. Social group work is a practice-based technique that uses guided group interaction to practice, facilitate, and develop an individual's personality. Learning group dynamics and behavior is critical to successful group work. It is critical to know the theoretical foundation of group activity in order to comprehend the group's complexities and dynamics. Let's have a look at it in more detail as we watch the video. Such idea is well known. It proposes that scientifically acknowledged general principles or a body of fact or knowledge can explain the phenomena. Theories are scientifically acknowledged fact and statements for a thorough understanding of an individual's conduct and relationship with some other human being in the context of group work. From varied theoretical foundations, group work has evolved into a complete aspect of social work. Because the theories are drawn from a variety of disciplines, they can be used to better explain behavior of individuals and groups. Let's start with: what is psychoanalytical theory? Social group work has been profoundly impacted by psychoanalytical theory by Freud on 1922. And this theory may be one of the first to provide a comprehensive explanation for human personality. The human mind, according to this view, is guided by two main systems. In System 1, the conscious, preconscious, and unconscious, and in System 2, the id, ego, and superego. It sought to interpret how the mind is made up of cognition, feelings, urges, conflicts, and motives. Id is a primitive psychic power that is concealed at the unconscious level and represents basic needs and impulses such as hunger, thirst, sex, and self-actualization, according to Freud. It is entirely governed by motivational pleasure concepts. On the other hand, the ego functions as a rational element that control and coordinate the mind's thinking process. Superego, on the other hand, reflects consciousness because it acts as a conscience, suggesting what is right and evil. On this front, it attempted to explain how the group lifestyle controls and regulates the persons. To stress the experience of group interaction, the psychoanalytical theory has been adapted and modified from the conventional psychoanalytical theory. Next is what is social learning theory by Albert Bandura. In terms of human behavior, learning theory focuses on people rather than group dynamics. It depicts people's ability to perform efficiently in a social setting. It also describes how people learn their behavior through observation. Group work can provide reinforcement to enhance a behavior by applying the social learning theory framework. In a social context, there is both positive and negative reinforcement, according to the previous study. In a social group setting, negative reinforcement is utilized to discourage behavior by booing. As a result, the learning theory establishes a structure for group workers to change a member's behavior. What is field theory by Kurt Lewin? He is a well-known thinker among many who research group dynamics scientifically. He emphasized many forces that have an impact on the organization. To better understand leadership styles, he and his colleagues formed groups and experimented with various approaches to observe how they affected group functioning. He stated in the field theory that a group has a living place and movement. It tries to complete group activities and goals by overcoming movement obstacles. The following are some of the notions suggested by Lewin to aid in the understanding of force in social group work. Number 1 is the roles. The rights are the members' responsibilities. Number 2 is norms. The rules that control how members of a group behave. Number 3 is the member's power. Is his or her ability to affect others. Number 4, cohesion. Is the emotion that members of a group have for one another. And number 5 is valence. Goals and objectives in the group's living space. Using the theoretical framework, the group worker can create their unique intervention in working with groups to achieve group goals while also promoting individual development. What is system theory by Talcott Parsons? A system theory can be quite useful in understanding how a group functions. The theory attempts to characterize it as a social system and a collection of interdependent elements attempting to work as a cohesive whole in order to sustain stability and order. Social systems are continually confronted with difficulties both within and outside of the environment. Because the group is viewed as a system, it will achieve its goal if it is able to perform functions such as number 1, integration, number 2, adoption, number 3, maintenance, and number 4, goal attainment. What is conflict theory? Louis Koser distinguished realistic conflict from non-realistic conflict. Non-realistic conflicts are founded in a need for relief of stress and are not geared toward the fulfillment of any specific demands. Whereas realistic conflicts are based in the non-fulfillment of specific demands. Endogenous conflict and exogenous conflict are two types of conflict that sociologists have classified. Endogenous conflict is exemplified by conflicts of value and authority, as well as conflicts between individuals and collectivity. Exogenous conflict can take the form of a war between ideologies. And last theory is what is exchange theory by George Homans. The complete process of exchanging and transactions of giving and getting is explained by exchange theory. The theory focuses on maximizing advantages while minimizing costs. Homans 1961 and Blau 1964 created an exchange theory to describe how members of a community behave. Individuals attempt to maximize individual benefit while minimizing punishment, according to their argument. All human interactions are based on expectations and a desire to receive something in return from others. Material and non-material goods are exchanged in social behavior. For example, the approval or prestige. A person attempts to give to others with the hopes of receiving something in return. The goal of this process is to bring the exchanges back into equilibrium. And that's it. Thanks for watching. For more social work updates, please watch and like the video, hit the bell and subscribe to my YouTube channel.